Hey, we are live. What's going on, folks? What's going on? Hope everybody is doing well. We are live and in the flesh. Nobody is here yet, so I'm gonna wait a couple minutes and let the folks come in. Different type of live situation. You got me in the car today. So, yeah, you see the topic of the video. How will the stimulus checks help the car business? How will they help the car business? Will they help the car business? Who knows? Um, so I think that that's a topic. Um, that's the topic for discussion today. So I don't see anybody currently in here. So I'm gonna give it a couple more minutes and see if we can get some watchers, get some viewers. I did see the notifications go out, so they are out. So we're just waiting a couple minutes. I know most of you guys, most people, if you watch this back, um, just understand that I will be going live more often. Um, so you definitely want to make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn on that notification bell so you don't miss it like you doing this one. You know what I mean? Don't miss it. But anyway, I'm gonna just go ahead and jump in here. My app thing is telling me that it's connecting to chat. I wonder if it's like still going. It should be. But let's see. Um, okay. I mean, it shows me that I'm on here, but I don't see anybody in no participants yet. So, but anyway, I'm gonna just start chatting, and this will go as a video after the fact, I guess. But how will? Oh crap! I'm supposed to be over there. Shoot, man, I haven't. We haven't driven in forever. People forget how to drive, like where to go, which way to go. Uh, that's easy to do, especially when you haven't driven in a while. But I have driven, but I just haven't been up here. Um, Nonetheless, this video is titled "How Will Stimulus Checks Help the Car Business?" So, I'm gonna jump right into it. So, I my wife actually saw a pending transaction on her account for the stimulus checks. So the checks are now going out. They are really truly going out. Um, and so keep in mind, folks, that a lot of these people are still working and they're still going to get the stimulus check, right? The stimulus check does not stipulate that you got to be unemployed. The stimulus check is to stimulate the economy. Now, will the car business see that stimulus check? Will the car business reap the benefits of that? Now, in some states, the answer is yes. Like in my state of Alabama, where my dealership is located, yes, we will see the benefits of that stimulus because we are still allowed to be open. As long as we are, heeding the social distancing guidelines, and that we are, not allowing too many people, no more than 10 or whatever, on the lot at one given time. So at the end of the day, we are able to keep with the social distancing, and we will see the benefits of that stimulus check. Also, uh, the unemployment increase to I think an additional $600 per person. So I really had not done a video about like financials and how that should impact your business, but definitely the stimulus checks is going to be a good thing for the car business if you're able to stay open. And that's my thing. Like, if the stimulus check, was supposed to, like, well, originally stimulus checks are designed to like stimulate the economy, but if the economy is closed, is it really stimulating anything? And given your state, I mean, every state is different, so who's to say? You know what I mean? Who's to say that it won't stimulate? And we got the fire truck here coming down the street. But yeah, so I mean that to me is crazy. I personally believe that it will help the car business for the people, for the states that are able to be open. This is an opportunity. It should be an opportunity for you to sell some cars still, depending on the program that you use or the way you sell your cars. Um, gee, okay, go. God darn it. Uh, but depending on how you sell your car, you know what I mean? You should be able to reap the benefits of this whole stimulus thing. So try to stay open if you can. All right, we got what up from Buddha Jackson. What's going on? I think I said that right. What's going on, man? Or I don't know. Are you a woman or man? I can't see your thingy, your emoji thing, so I don't know. But thank you for tuning in. Welcome to the live. This is going to be happening often. I'm going to be going live in the car. Going to be going live wherever I am to just chit chat about the car business. But what do you think about the stimulus check? Do you think it's going to help the economy or help the car business if you're able to stay open, or do you think that people are not going to come with their money to the car lot? I think they're going to come. What you think, Buddha Jackson? What you think? Another thing, for those of you who follow me here on YouTube, you know that I am running a buy here, pay here system for my lot, and one of the people who it's kind of, I guess it's his system. I'll give him the credit, but I am running Rick Dyer's system, and it's not really, I've tweaked it from exactly what he do, but in essence, we do pretty much the same thing. But when it comes to payments, I think you guys will definitely need to understand that the stimulus check is gonna supposed to be able to help these folks pay their bills. So if you're running buy here, pay here, and you're doing $75 a week or whatever your weekly payments are, you need to be enforcing those payments. Now, I did do a extension um, for 2 weeks. If you show me that your job closed due to COVID-19, due to the corona, uh, I am giving people 2 weeks extension. Now, if if you just bought a car from me, no, you're not getting a 2 week extension. I want my money, and I want it on Fridays by 6 o'clock when it's due, because you bought a car in the middle of the pandemic, so you knew, you know what I mean, kind of what your responsibilities were going to be. And we made it very clear. If you feel like your job is unclear, don't buy a car today. You know what I mean? So, yeah, let's see here. How can I get that comment to show me full? I'm running another app. I think I'm going to see the whole thing. Let me go here to the chat. So I can see your whole comment, Buddha Jackson. Let's see here. All right. Yeah, I'm a guy. All right, perfect. I think it will help only on units that are $1,000 or less. Absolutely. Absolutely. You're doggone right. It will help depending on the price point, and that is the key. And that's why, for those car lots and those people that choose to sell five, six, seven, eight, nine, $10,000 price vehicles, the stimulus is not going to help in that way, but the stimulus will help in a way of $1,000 and under on down payment. Absolutely. Um, and I got a couple on my lot that are $400, $500, $600. Well, we got one. Yeah, and I got two that I'm trying to get to the lot. But yeah, you're right. I think that you got to be intentional with the way you price your stuff in this given time, because in some of my videos I talked about not being able to predict the market right now. Like, you can't predict how many days the car is going to last or stay on your lot. You can't predict that now because it's just, I mean, we're just in uncharted territory. You know what I mean? But yeah, you're absolutely right. So definitely, people, when if you're still buying cars right now, you know, you got to buy them cheap. Really, really, really cheap. Um, in order to sell them quickly. You can buy them and because everything is cheap right now. I mean, it's like I was on the auction last week on simulcast, and like a couple 2014s, 2015s sold for like, man, like 12, 13, $1,400. Now I was blown away, and I was kind of taken off guard because it's a new climate. The auction that I'm referring to is Odessa, Atlanta, and what they did was you can't even go out and preview the cars now. You can pretty much, they're offering CRs on every car, and it is what it is. You buy the car the way it is. It's red light as is, and most. I mean, they do still have some green light cars, but like the cheap cars are typically red light. It is what it is. So I bought one last week for $500. But you can still get some deals out there, and I really feel kind of bad because I should have bought one of those 2014s or 15s, man, for that that cheap price, and I just didn't believe that they were gonna go that cheap. I just didn't believe it. But when they closed the bid, they said so, and I was like, wow, that's crazy, that's crazy. So, Buddha Jackson, what state are you in, man? What state are you in? Let me know what state you're in, so I can kind of talk a little bit about your state too. But yeah, so if you guys are watching this on the playback, definitely understand that I will be live very often. I found a way around the YouTube situation because, again, I need you guys to subscribe to the channel if you're watching me. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please click the subscription button right now. Also, go ahead and throw the like button, hit the like button on this live so we can get it to generate out to people. But so with YouTube, you got to have 1,000 subscribers in order to go live, like from your phone directly from YouTube. So your boy got a hack. I'm not gonna give up my plug now. Just joking. I downloaded an app. I forget the name of it, honestly, truly. When I get to it, I will show y'all and tell y'all what it is in case you guys want to be a YouTuber and you are up against that wall of, okay, I can't go live because I don't have 1,000 subscribers. This is gonna help. And I'm having a conversation with Buddha Jackson right here today on live where I couldn't do that before. You know what I mean? Uh, well, I could from the computer, but I mean the computer is just closed in. I'm sitting at the computer. That's not really my style. All right, Buddha says he's from North Carolina. All right, North Carolina. Thanks for watching again, man. Tell me a little bit about what y'all got going on up there. I like for my lives to be interactive. So definitely tell me what's going on in North Carolina. Are you guys on a total shutdown? I think you guys probably are. I mean, Georgia, we are on. So here's a story about me. I live in Georgia, and my car lot is in Alabama. All right. So if you hear me using both, that's why. But in my home state where my house is, we are on a stay-at-home order. But I obviously car sales is an essential business, so I'm able to get out to do that. But I'm not really doing that right now. My sales manager is holding down the fork down there in Alabama. But I'm also a real estate broker. Again, another essential business that I'm able to get out on the streets. But otherwise, man, I really wouldn't be out here because I do believe that the Rona ain't in to play with. You know what I mean? You don't want to take any chances with that. There's somebody that's watching on the live too. Go ahead and check in, whoever you are. Let me know who you are. Let me know that you're here with me. And let me know what your take is on will the stimulus help the car business. Another point I want to say about the stimulus check, to me, that's very interesting. I think that if we get another round of the stimulus check, once the country reopens, then it's going to be really beneficial because people will be able to go out freely and spend the money in the economy. Right now, it's just to keep people alive. Literally, it's just to keep people afloat. Um, and so, yeah, it's crazy. But on another note, too, with the stimulus check. Some people aren't going to get them right away. Some people it may take a couple weeks for them to get them. So it will kind of be staggered in that way, that like how tax releases are, tax refunds are, they're kind of staggered. So that may be beneficial as well. But I'm hoping, man, that it helps the car business. I mean, we need all the help we can get, not only the car business, but other industries. I do think that the government is doing really, like, they're trying to focus on small business, but I just don't think they got the right mindset when it comes to small business. But other industries, they're definitely trying to help them. So, but again, this video is all about the car business because that is what I do. That is what I do. That's what I do. And the real estate side, but I really don't talk a lot about the real estate stuff. But real estate is cool too, man. I mean, I'm fortunate enough to own two businesses, and so this period of time right now is tough. But like I'm not stressed, thank God. Financially at all. But um, I'm just blessed. The car business though is definitely keeping me afloat because I'm running a buy here pay here program where you got people on payments, people making car payments. So like I think last week we did about $1,400 in payments. Now I don't have a lot of notes now because a lot of them have matured and I haven't been able to re-up. That's another reason why I'm offering my dealership program, where you can become a partner with Dealmore Auto Sales. Doing all of these things to help people that subscribe to the channel to become car dealers right away. So if you are in the state of Georgia, Alabama, Florida, um, or Tennessee, you're eligible to be a partner with me, um, and really able to, you know, um, get going right away and become a partner of, I would say, arguably the fastest growing used car dealership in Phoenix City. Our market share has increased tremendously. Word of mouth is crazy. And this shutdown, it shows what you've built. Like it really shows the true colors of what you've built, because if you're able to still stay afloat in this crazy time, you got a sustainable business, and I'm blessed enough to be able to do that. People are still paying their car notes. We're still selling cars. We have changed our hours though. That's another thing that I haven't really talked about in like in lives or whatever, in live screenings, streamings. But I've changed my hours to kind of reflect a little bit of the need. So, like, I have a full-time sales manager there that she gets a salary plus commission. So, for me, is about I really have to balance that income and expenses. Right, our business cannot operate in a negative cash flow. Period. I mean, period. And that's why you're seeing so many of these businesses laying people off. Because, yeah, you want to have a heart, yeah, you want to be compassionate, but you still have to do business. And business says income still has to come in and expenses still have to go out. And so what we did was we're closed Monday through Thursday or we're only open by appointments only, Monday through Thursday, to make sure I'm not having to cover that salary for those days. But we are open Friday and Saturday full hours. And the last couple cars we saw, I think we sold one Monday and then Wednesday. So we still come in. All of my payments are due on Friday, so it makes it a lot easier for us to collect those payments on that one day. Buddha Jackson says it's a slow process, but once people see the other plug this one up. Once people see the other people that are spending money, then things will shoot off like wildfire. Absolutely. You know, um, yeah, I think that people, the thing is having extra money. You know what I mean? Like right now, people are scared that they don't know, when their last is gonna, they don't know outside of this stimulus what's gonna be the next check. You know what I mean? They don't know. So a lot of people are very, pessimistic in spending a lot of money. And then you got some people like me and hopefully you, Buddha, that we're, you're still okay, and all of these things from the government are just kind of free money, and I hope that we deal market can get some of that free money from some of these people. But for some people, it is essentially free money, and so some of them will sow into the economy and help out businesses and keep things going. So yeah, but yeah, the stimulus. Hopefully it works for everybody. But definitely, guys, make sure that you are keeping your dealership. I mean, as best you can. I know in some of my other videos I said, hey, do not buy any cars right now. If you got inventory, don't buy nothing. But I think that you have to. It's dependent. Hold on, y'all. I gotta get off this highway. But it's dependent on you in your local area, right? Because everywhere is different. Alabama, for instance, I mean, the governor of Alabama, was, I think, 2 days behind the governor of Georgia in like doing a shelter-in-place order, and it was very loose. Like Alabama, if you look at their shelter-in-place order, stay-at-home order, it says to go. I think it says you're not allowed to go out unless you go out to help others, or like that is so vague and so broad that, I mean, you're doing it just to appease the perception and not necessarily doing it to restrict movement. Like in other areas, like for instance California, they probably did it to restrict movement. Like they will legit pull you over and harass you probably of where you're going, blah blah blah. But like in Alabama, it's a shelter in place order, but people are still going out. And I think that it's me. Here's my take on it. I think if you like, so I'm like itching my mustache area with my arm. I'm not using my hands, but I think that you gotta just be like common sense approach. Um, like if you go outside, wear a mask. Wear a mask. Protect your face. Wash your hands. Do all of those things to make sure that you're not freaking spreading this thing. Not only spreading it, but getting it, right? I mean, we don't even want to get it. Forget spreading it, So, yeah, like people are still out, though. You know what I mean? People are still out, and they will be out until you lock somebody down. They can come outside. You know what I mean? So that's my take on the stimulus. I hope it works for everybody. Buddha says, caught your video on your. Oh, man. The hell? He's like right in the street. Okay. Caught your video on 250. Very inspirational. Thank you for the video. Yeah, man. Oh, good. I'm glad you brought that up, Buddha. Uh, so the 250, I actually just left the shop earlier today. Um, to drop off an Alabama dealer tag so that the technician can drive the truck home. It's finished. The bulletproof is completed. I listened to it per today. I didn't want to do any footage on it because I want to be able to like have it at home so I can really maybe go live on it, or really get some good footage on it versus it being like a couple seconds and just hearing it run. But I will be doing more videos on that. But yeah, the 250 is coming along, so I should have it tomorrow. So yeah, but yeah, I mean, I'm glad that brought you here. Definitely subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of that 250 content because it's coming. I think the first thing I want to do with the 250 is really that exhaust, because I heard it today. It just don't sound like other people's exhaust on YouTube. Like it sounds good. Don't get me wrong. It sounds strong mechanically, but it just don't have that grunt because it's not straight pipe. It's just stock with the muffler, with the cat, with everything still intact. So we're gonna get that thing right. But I've been on this thing now for a good bit of time. I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. I want to thank all of y'all who's tuned in. The people that did tune in, that didn't comment, that didn't say anything like Booty Jackson. Next time, say something. And I appreciate your engagement, Booty Jackson. And I will catch y'all on the next one. So, yeah, peace. Y'all take care. Be safe. Like, share, comment, subscribe. More videos coming.